I hear that you are running for a candidate. So I have some few questions here also napod sa mga uban nga tao na I want to know kung unsa imong mga opinion ani nga mga bagay.
Hi, this is Ryan Marquida. I'm 37 years old and currently living here in Purok 5, Tabuo, Libertad. I studied AB International Studies, Development Communication, and graduated Bachelor of Science major in Marketing Management. I used to be a TV host and radio host. And of course, I also became an account executive sales consultant for TV and radio, also for ABS-CBN. Currently, I am the creative director of Freiheit Entertainment and Silverbella. Silverbella is an events company that produces concerts for Bisaya artists, especially for Bisaya artists. And Freiheit Entertainment is a talent management company. And syempre, ato niya pong gina-manage is ang mga Bisaya artists because we are advocating the Bisaya music industry. Actually, this time, this is my third run. Nag-run ako first, second, and karon katulo na gid ako ni. I am inspired or nibalik ko pag-run because this time, diri na ko nagpuyo sa Libertad. And kay itong previous time, dili pa man ko diri gapuyo adto. Na ako sa syudad and mostly I was working. So, by the time nga diri na ako nagpuyo, when pag-build sa akong parents o sa among home diri, dito na ako na-appreciate ang Libertad. That Libertad is really beautiful, such an amazing place, peaceful kaayo. But, you know, ikaw as a person nga tanatong naka-travel na, so sayangan ka sa opportunity or mga potentials nga nakita nimo sa imong lungsod. And also, na-inspire po ko to run because I think it's in our bloodline. Because my lolo before used to be a mayor here in Libertad for 20 years, si Tatay Saling Pagalan. Actually, he's the one who built the municipal hall na up until now, mupay kasamtangang ginagamit. And also the market, so ana ba? And after my lolo died or passed away, kanang wala namang ginipuli niya because puan man kanang murag nga busy na siguro ang life. But then all of a sudden, medyo I don't know, basig diri jud akong calling because I never gave up and try pagid ko again. Maybe bas in this time dai. I guess dako kay siya og kanang murag impact. Kay siya og factor because of my experiences with sa ako ang work. Because most of the time sa akong work, I am the one who's commanding the lead sa akong mga tao. Especially right now that I am a talent manager. So ako ang manage sa akong mga talents and ako ang sugo sa ilang inani buhati ni buhata na. And also sa amo sa production sa concerts, tanan instructions are coming from me. I am the one who created the concept, tanan diha sa ako magikan. So I believe that this kind of experiences is enough for me to like be considered, siguro na butang na to, be considered na I have the capacity or capabilities to become a leader here in our hometown. Ang principle gyud nga I think nagikan sa ako ang work nga madala na ako diri sa public office is this: with sincerity and honesty, you will never go wrong. Di jud ka mapildi maskin pag unsaon kag bali-bali sa istorya kung sincere ka sa imong gusto or sa imong ginapakita sa ila sa mga tao and honest ka sa tanan nimong ginabuhat, you have nothing to hide and you have nothing to be afraid of. Right now, I'm really inspired with the Duterte family. They really inspire us. And I'm sure daghan makarelate yun ani. Because I believe that this country needs an iron fist, and I believe that this country needs a leader that are truthful to what they do and who has a vision and who has a love for their country and a love for their countrymen. So sila gid ang ga-inspire sa ako to do this and to push through. My ultimate goal yun, for Libertad is for it to be promoted. Why do we need to promote it? Because if we promote it very well, of course, mas mabibo ang ato ang Libertad. And I'm sure sa atong mga viewers karon nakita na ninyo ang ato mga nabuhat na before tagalingkod, but I did that because out of love for my hometown. We did this concerts. I did that purposely here in Libertad because I want Libertad to be promoted. And at the same time, once you promote it, syempre mabibo, di ba? During the last time, I'm sure some of you have seen the SK Night. That SK Night, we were able to gather an estimated crowd of 25,000. And it was the first time history here in Libertad to gather at 25,000 people. Now, what is the impact of that? Economically wise, ang atong mga small, medium enterprises, mga tindahan, mga ginagawa itong mga vendors were able to sell and generate an income. And based on my study and interview, one of them earned 50,000 just one night. Pinakagamay ato is 20,000 sa Osaka tindahan or Osaka what you call this kanang vendor. So that alone is already a plus that we must do for our hometown. Kailangan natin i-promote, pasikat, so that we can invite more investors pohon. If I will be elected, first of course, the biggest problem here in Libertad, which is the langaw. One, langaw. Now, unsa may relation sa langaw sa tourism? Of course, I cannot promote Libertad if the langaw exists because it will destroy my plans. So, what will I do? Siyempre, we have to formulate or we have to check the kanang kasamtangan nga balaod if naa ba karon para i-check nato kung kulang ba, kailangan ba siya i-revise, or we need to come up with a new one that would sana siya muswak para ana nga problema, no? So tutukan gyud nato ang problema sa langaw because nga kung makita ninyo, we have a lot of restaurants already coming out diya sa atong mga ato ang highway. So there's a big possibility nga mas mudaghan pa na siya nga mga restaurants. Saan man na, isugid kina nga problema ba kung dili nato natutukan. Number 2 would be street lights. Now, I know that this program is nabilong siya sa infrastructures. But I believe that if I will support this infrastructure project, it would benefit also the tourism industry here in our hometown. Now, why? Because, syempre, if our kadalanan is hayag, syempre, ang tourist na ang tourist na mo anhi diri sa ato syempre na may mo ani kay gi-promote na nato. Di na mahadlok. They would feel safe. And once people feel safe, they would go out on the street. Gawas na sila sa ilang mga kadalanan. And kung ako negosyante makita nako nga bibo ba kay aning lugara, I would put up a business here because naay traffic ang palibot. And once naay traffic, syempre bibo. So syempre daghag halin possible ang ato ang mga business establishments. And if daghan halin ato ang mga business establishments, syempre dako po kita atong lungsod. And with that, there will be employment for our locals. And then karon ikatulo, ato namang nasturyaan ang employment, we will also be prioritizing on that, no? I would like to legislate an ordinance regarding that nga if ever nga daghan business establishments na mo moabot sa ato diri pohon na related into tourism, like for example the restaurants or the hotels, di ba? Murag nagkadaghan naman gyud na diri karon sa ato sa Libertad. We will come up with an ordinance that kailangan ang ato ang mga locals, atong mga taga-Libertad, yun ang una mag-prioritize for the employment. So if ever that there is a Libertadnon that would apply on this certain business establishment, dapat tagaan yun sila og dako the chance. With what we are doing right now, I've already done this, the concerts, the events that we've done here, no? I think I've already done three events here in Libertad. And kung totalo na to siya, mabuto siguro siyang 35,000 kabisita ang ato ang napaanhin na diri, no? Or nag-gather in those events for the past 2 years. Now, most of those events, ang atoang mga kauban ana is ang mga SKs nga ato ang mga na-elect diri. So, with that, gitagaan nato sila og tasks, different tasks para mas ma-mobilize sila, mas mahatagan nato sila og responsibility to be a responsible leader, no? And so far, as I have seen, we have a very good set of SKs that we have elected here in Libertad, and I congratulate Libertad for choosing those SKs wisely. Kaya nga no, dili man jud successful ang ako ang mga events diri if it wasn't for them. Daghan kay kog mga pwede man ako siya isugo sa ako ang mga staff, no, pero mas gi-prioritize na ako nga sila ang makatutok ani nga mga responsibilidad para mas masabtan nila how everything functions, and I'm sure from that they have learned something that they can apply when they are in government. The biggest difference siguro is that I love Libertad. Sobra. I'm so in love with my hometown. I think that is my edge because once you love, di ba, for example, kung ikaw kung nakay uyab, you are so in love with your uyab, you would do anything with all honesty for them para malipay sila. I think that is the greatest advantage, or I think that's what separates me from them. But I'm not saying that they don't love they don't love Libertad, but I guess my love for Libertad is beyond. I guess the best thing that I could come up with para makita nato ang transparency, no, and accountability is that we create a website that would nga naa didto tanan ng mga files and documents of every transactions that we do. Siguro ang pinaka-struggle gyud nga nasinati nako na makarelate ko sa mga katawhan dire is the langaw. Grabe gyud siya mabangbang. And with that, I think that is not normal anymore, no? We do not point fingers, but I believe that the best thing to do is to come up with the best ordinance, to implement them very well. And right now, actually, prior to running, I have a legal team and a community development team. Those are my friends. Those are master's degree holder from UP Diliman. So they decided to back me up with this journey of me, sa akong journey, no, sa pagdagan, because they wanted to help our country, of course, and sa ilahang knowledge, dako gid kayo siyang tabang. Now, I even told them nga di ko kabayad sa inyo ha, kay mahal kayo. Mahal siguro kayo mo, of course, kay mga master's degree graduate good. But then I'm just so lucky that I do not know anong deserve gihatag ni siya nga opportunity sa ako ni Lord nga they would give those services for free. Maybe because siguro nga gusto nila also to serve in their country in their own little way, and siguro I'm just a vessel. Gigamit lang ko nila as a tool for them to apply their knowledge and, you know, help our communities grow better. If I will be elected, of course, our office is always open. No? We have a lot of ways to communicate. Facebook, social media, diba? Social media, and my home is always open. And syempre, we have to, you know, go and roam around, check the barangays during their sessions. Maybe we can, you know, sometimes sit down with them and just listen to the things that sa ilang mga yangungo, pwede nato maabayan ang ilang mga sessions usahay para makahibaw ta sa ilang mga problema sa matag barangay. First, I love the people here. Most of the people here are so welcoming and so loving. Second, of course, the place. This is such a beautiful place nga kulang lang yun siya na-develop, kulang lang siya na-promote, and I believe that if this will be promoted very well and we can invite more investors so that mas mapagwapa or mas matagaan na itong nindot ng mga infrastructures or businesses, this place is going to be for me like the retirement capital of Misamis Oriental. People would love to live here because this is such a beautiful place. Pero gid ako maingon, nindot jud kay Libertad nga wala jud nakita sa uban. You can always balance it by serving truthfully. I think that's it. Just be honest with everything that you do. I think mabalance naman ginatanan. The legacy that I would love to leave is kana bitong ang Libertad kay grabe naging kay siya kailado. I think when you say Libertad, siguro the legacy that I would love to leave behind is that ang Libertad is kana bitong masin gabi kay pag mag-drive ka, you would know that ang Libertad na ko, and that kind of feeling. Kay ang ako mga friends mo pag usahay, pag anion ako diri, mula sila o ginitaw. You will not know that ginabyan na nila ang Libertad. And because of that, dako kay tag-loss ana. Economic-wise, our pride, our moral, iwatan na tudigin. So that is the kind of legacy that I want to live nga once nga mulabay ang mga tao diri sa tuwa sa Libertad, they would feel this kind of sense of kanang freedom ba, kanang excitement nga. Ila mo din yung Libertad, something like that. Ako, when I was still in television, there were lots of critics good. Because I'm not perfect and siguro ako kay right now with the experiences that I had in my life, I usually deadma. I listen to the critics and then I dig deeper why that ganong naa na siya nga criticism. But then if dili siya justifiable and if it's not true, deadma. But sometimes for good, critics are reminders. Reminders ato nga nanubran na ita. Reminders ato nga basig na gyud tay kalapasan. So that is the time that we have to check ourselves again na basin di ay ana. But then if wala, deadma. But if na, deadma gyapon, pero atong i-improve atong self, i-correct na to atong self basig para wala na criticism. So I think that's the way how I handle criticisms. Dili kay kumupalit gyud. Love your hometown. Love it deeply because once you love your hometown, you will do everything what it takes for it to grow, for it to prosper, for it to be the best that it can be. Love your hometown. Love Libertad. Continue to love deeply Libertad. How will you love Libertad? Appreciate the beauty, appreciate the people that you live here. There's so much that we can offer to the world. You just have to see it deeper, dig deeper. Just love your hometown, love Libertad. Actually, before gid ko ni sulod or ni dagan, ni decide nga ni dagan, I need to know unsa ang akong role gyud, unsa ang akong trabaho, unsa akong buhaton sa akong trabaho. So that is why I'm so blessed to have a legal team, which is akong mga barkada, attorneys, and also akong mga friends na has a master's degree in community development. So, before ko ni dagan, ila jud kung ako gid silang gi-istorya na ko sila, gi-discuss na ko sa ila. And they explained to me what is my role and what should I be doing. So, prior to submitting my certificate of candidacy, ako sa gyud gi-consult ako ang mga friends, my lawyer friends, and my community development master's degree in community development friends. Kung unsa gid ako ang trabaho, if ako ning sudlan ang klaseng posisyon, and what would be my policies that I will be advocating or akong yung i-push. And upon checking on myself, I believe that tourism is really kanang fit for me, and because of mo relate sa akong graduatean, which is katong Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. So with that, nagkuan mi data gathering, nag-research mi sa Libertad, para mas makibaw mi kung unsa ang amo ang mga ipang-push ng mga polisiya and mudigo lang sa kwa. So these are the things that we have come up with. So the policies na amo ang i-push is sa tourism, economy, and sa environment. Now, for the tourism policies, we would like to push the Sustainable Tourism Development Act. Now, it promotes an eco-friendly tourism practices, sustainable infrastructures, and community-based tourism. Of course, ang Green Tourism Incentive Program. This program provides tax breaks or financial incentives for hotels, resorts, or restaurants that adopt sustainable practices. So, di ba, mas kung di sila ga kalas-kalas ng tubig or kung mas na sila yung mga sustainable ways, kung ga segregate ba sila sa ilang mga basta anything that is related to sustainability, then maybe we can give tax incentives for that. Now, aside from that, the over-tourism management policy is, syempre, nabiata sa pag-promote, no? Kasi maayon na itong pagka-promote, daghan na po kayo mo dagsa dire. Now, it implements visitors caps. So, naatay limit sa ato ang mga bisita dire so that dili ta highly congested sa tourism areas nato, dili maguba ang ato ang tourist spots. Culture Heritage Tourism Act. Now, it encourages preservation of historical and cultural sites while promoting responsible tourism. Also, we have the Ecotourism Promotion Program that develops ecotourism zones in rural areas to boost local economies while preserving natural resources. Now, of course, sa ato ang pag-promote o pag-come up or pagpaila sa ato ang mga tourist destinations, musunod yun diha ang economic policies. Kay syempre mo grow ba ang ato ang kuan diri, no, atong mga ang kita sa ato ang mga tao. Speaking of kita, before we proceed to economic policies, now did you guys know that in 2024 Philippines earned 700 billion pesos plus in tourism alone? Inana kadako ang tourism contribution sa ato ang nasod. Now, kung kita dili man gani, we might not have the best of the best na mga tourism destinations, but syempre I'm sure naagid gyapon yung bisita nato, maskin man lang mo earn lang ta og 10 million a year, diba? That would already be a big impact, especially sa ato ang mga local and small medium enterprises nga mga businesses nato diri sa ato ang lungsod. And it would affect also the families that are living beyond or living near those proposed tourism destinations. Diba? Ako kita yun. Now, economic policies. Green Jobs and Sustainable Economic Act that supports employment in eco-friendly industries including sustainable tourism and renewable energies. So mas atong i-promote ang like solar panels and all for renewable energies. Also, Local Business Support Initiative provides financial aid and trainings for small businesses in tourism-related sectors. So we will train, like karon, di ba, na dagan may kay tag mga restaurants din eh. So we need to train, we need to support our restaurant owners by giving them an aid, financial and trainings sa ilahang mga empleyado on how to be proper, on how to like be more professional sa ilahang chosen field. Now, carbon tax on tourism businesses. Impose tax on high-emission tourism operations, encouraging greener alternatives. Karang mga hotels and resorts, di ba? I'm sure dagan kaya na sila mga emissions and mga unsaon na nila pag-dispose ang ilahang mga wastes, di ba? Basta ang mga CR kung properly kuan ba sila, nagbangag ba sila og insakto so that dito mo padulong ang mga hugaw dili sa ato ang kadagatan. So if they will kanang cross the line and wala nila gi follow ang ato ang mga guidelines for protection, for environment protections, now we will impose higher taxes for them, di ba? Para makabawi sa ta, and then those incomes will be diverted into helping our environment be protected or mas para mapalimpyo nga to ang kuan in case naman sila dili mao nga ginabuhat. Siyempre, smart tourism policy. We need to be smart on those. Invest in digital transformation. Like for example, karon AI, virtual tourism, and smart infrastructures to improve tourism experiences and efficiency. Now, let's move on to environmental protection policies. Now, Plastic-Free Tourism Initiative bans single-use plastics in major tourist destinations and promote biodegradable alternatives. Also, Marine and Coastal Protection Act regulates tourism activities in coastal and marine areas to prevent damage on coral reefs and marine ecosystem. Sustainable land use and tourism zoning policy restricts constructions in environmentally sensitive areas to prevent deforestation and habitat destruction. Kana, ato na siyang tagaan o pagtagad ng mga polisiya. Siyempre, napud diha ang Ecotourism Carbon Offset Program encourages tourists to offset their carbon footprints by funding local reforestations and conservation projects like tree planting. Like we have this beautiful spot or possible good na tourism destination, and it could be done or said as tourism adventure, di ba? Katong sa Mount Angas, the mountain climbing and thing. So from there, we will implement a ecotourism carbon offset program. So sa pagsaka nila, you have to be responsible. Siyempre, magbayad man sila og buta na tong environmental fee or whatever. And siyempre, sa ilang bayad, apila po diya ang murag seedling siguro nga. And every time na mo saka ngadto, you have to really plant a tree. So again, people of Libertad, this is Ryan Marquida, number 9 sa balota. The last message lang yun ang akong mahatag sa inyo. Love deeply. Love deeply our hometown. Because once you love and understand deeply, you will understand what I am fighting for and why I am here fighting for our town. Because I love our town and I want you to love it as much as I love it. I hope to see you around.